I am going to show you how to make energy balls, aka power balls, that Victoria and I chuckle at every time we say that. So yeah, they're all over the internet. There's a ton of different ways to make them. But since I'm a chef, I thought I would sort of introduce some cool flavors and do a riff off of a Fig Newton bar. And this is perfect for busy mornings, snack before or after workout, on the run down to the bus, school snacks. You can make them with nuts, without nuts, with seeds, without seeds. Really the main two ingredients are dried figs and graham crackers. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, so I'm going to start by adding some graham crackers, just one sleeve will do, to my food processor. And I think graham crackers are great for a number of reasons. If you're making this for the first time for your kids, you have to remember that they're used to the way that they taste. So it's like you don't want to introduce too many new things all at once. Also, they're inexpensive. They're approved by most schools. And this is going to give us that Fig Newton flavor that we're looking for. So we're going to mix the fig mixture together after this. And then we're going to roll the fig mixture for the power balls in a bowl filled with crumbled graham crackers. And it's going to be delicious. Really simple recipe for you today. So I'm going to go ahead and just pulse that. It's going to be loud. Okay, and we get almost all of them that way. If we have any leftover large pieces, you can just give those to your toddler or kid, or you can eat them yourself. All right. So remember, a trick with holding a food processor so that your blade in the middle doesn't pop out is to put your finger underneath it and then press it in toward the side. That takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get it. And we're gonna pour a graham cracker crumb mixture into here. And it's okay if a little bit still sits at the bottom because that will just get mixed in with our fig balls as sort of a binding agent. So we wanna make sure that that's on, and it is. And we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, so the next step is adding our figs. These are dried figs, okay? You don't wanna add fresh figs, but you wanna make sure that the dried figs are still pretty wet. In other words, not totally dried out, because that's going to make it hard to process them. We're gonna add a little bit of pitted dates as well. And on top of that, we are going to add a little bit of coconut oil, some oats, and also flax seeds to give it a little bit of a crunch. Now the seeds from the figs have that awesome crunchy quality, so we're not going to add too many of these. Now we're going to cover it and process it until it's a smooth paste. Oh yeah, that's coming together nicely. See how the paste is starting to come around the side of the blade? I'll show you. That's what we want to see. And you can feel with your fingers, it's nice and gooey. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So at this stage, we are ready to shape these into balls. See, that didn't take too long. If you don't like sweet, you can add a little bit of salt to this. All right, so I went ahead and set up my little mise en place station here. So I have my paste right here, which has got the figs, oats, flax, coconut oil, dates, And I think that's it, yes. And then my pureed graham cracker mixture right here. So I'm gonna make it easy on myself and try to get my hands not dirty all at once. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna fill up this large cookie scoop, because that's all I have. You can use a medium or small too for smaller balls. And I'm just gonna squeeze it out there, and I'll keep working until I've used up all of my paste and try to pack it in pretty tight. There we go. And these oats are not cooked, but as they sit, they'll absorb the moisture from everything around them. So they'll actually get soft and have that sort of like crunch to them still, but an overnight oat sort of vibe going on as well. All right. Now these are gigantic. We're obviously not eating them as is. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the last bit here. Okay. And we can use any extras to add on later if we need. So with this guy here, I'm gonna take my spoon that I used earlier and break it in half. And you might want to break it even into quarters. It sort of depends on what you're going for in terms of how big you want your bites to be. There we go. And doing this way just helps us to make sure that they're all evenly sized. And it's okay if they're not perfect, but this is very satisfying for some reason. All right. So I'm gonna break them all up. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. It smells amazing. It looks amazing. The texture is great. So now here's sort of the dirty part. I'm gonna get my hands around one, roll it into a ball with my hands like this. And I think that's a perfect size. Then I'm just gonna place it in there and I'm gonna keep going until I've got it pretty well filled. And as I go, I can see, okay, I want to make this one a little bit bigger, or I want to make this one a little smaller. So if you have an extra small piece, leave it off to the side, because no doubt you'll find some more and you can combine them. And these are just gorgeous. And it's going to taste like a Fig Newton. I'm so excited. I used to make Fig Newtons in my bakery. All right, so I'd say that's a good first step. Next, I'm going to take these guys and just sort of toss them around in the graham cracker mixture and put them on a plate. Yum! Oh my gosh. I am so hungry already. Now these will last in the fridge for about a week, although they won't really last that long, as we all know. And if you notice that the moisture from the dried fruit you're using soaks up all of the outside graham cracker, coating, then you can just run it through the graham cracker mixture again. So now we're going to keep on going with the are done. It took me 10 minutes. It is delicious already. I snuck one when I was finished. And I cannot wait for you guys to try this. So please do and let me know what you think. Okay, so I am not gonna lie, because I wouldn't be able to lie to you guys anyway, but I just made these power balls, as you saw in the video. Here they are, gorgeous, beautiful. And today's the first day that all of my kids have been in school in a really long time. So I'm gonna sit back, relax, enjoy this myself, and then I'm gonna serve this to them when they get off of the bus. So I hope all of you have a great day. Thanks for joining, and I will see you again next week.